Repetition is everything. In this video, I'm going to show you how to craft a killer elevator pitch that not only opens the right doors and helps you make sales, but one that is going to make you look forward to that question, what do you do? If we haven't met before, my name is Ashley Escorcia, and I've used these techniques in my business to build consistent revenue. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how you could do it too. Now, I've spoken to many entrepreneurs, and this is a real problem. It's a real moment of contention when you're first starting out. And I suspect I know exactly why. And it's probably because you're not exactly clear or confident on the value that you add to other people's lives or on the value that you add to other people's businesses. Let me share a short story and then I'll get into the real deal. Just a few years ago, I had exited out of my mortgage practice and I was trying to figure out what my next step was going to be. I knew what I didn't want. I didn't want to be an employee, and I knew that I wanted to be of service every day of my life. But I didn't know much else. So I joined a few networking groups and I made it a point to go to different events, only to find myself avoiding talking to everybody. It was hard for me to introduce myself while I was in transition, and my identity was tied to my previous work. So it was hard for me to come to terms with it. Have you ever been in that position where you're really unsure of the value that your business brings to other people? If not your business, then your skill set? It took some time, but I figured it out. And the entire purpose of me sharing that was to underline this point. If you know you have something that's extremely valuable, that you can really help someone out there and you can make a difference in their life, it's imperative that you figure out this elevator pitch. And if you're unclear, it's time to take action and to get clear. Now, the entire point of having a killer elevator pitch is to find the right people. Having this is going to change things for you. It helps you to connect quickly and to align to the people that you actually want to be aligned with. And what I've discovered is most women are terrible at introducing themselves. Have you ever been to a networking event and everyone's going around and introducing themselves and your turn is coming up and you're not even listening to the other people? You're just trying to remember what it is that you're going to say. And when it's finally your turn, you say something that's unimpressive, or even worse, you leave the room or you jump off the Zoom call. At least for me, I've definitely done that. So if you're watching this and you're new in business or you've already got an established business, tightening this up is going to help you grow your revenue. How do I know this? Because as soon as I learned to master my elevator pitch, I began creating opportunities like crazy. Everyone I met wanted to speak to me. Everybody wanted my help. Everyone wanted to learn more, or to dive in deeper. Okay, so let's get into it. So here's the traditional elevator pitch. I help X achieve Y by doing Z. So start by writing that down on a piece of paper and replace X with who you help. Y expresses the outcome that you're going to give, and Z is how you're going to deliver this. Now let's talk this out. If I were to say this very boring phrase out loud, it probably wouldn't get anybody's attention. I help entrepreneurs quickly get to 10K months by selling high ticket offers. It's kind of blah. So here's what we do instead. Brainstorm the actual payoffs that they get. Uncover the value that you're actually going to give. And let's stop leading people with the how. They're not interested in the how, at least not when they first meet you. So here's a better example. I help entrepreneurs land their first $5,000 client fast. Doesn't that sound a whole lot better? Then you're going to go a level deeper and you're going to use your God-given words to make it way more emotional. You could use words that outline time and speed, like fast, quickly, in weeks, overnight, or that inspire confidence, effortlessly, without guesswork, without burning out, or that prove scale, like on repeat, over and over, monthly, every quarter, or words that highlight status, like a pro, premium pricing, without discount, without chasing. Have different versions with all those different words. And that way you're ready to say the same thing over and over, depending on the room that you're going to be in. That's the version that you'll need to deliver. For example, when I'm in a room full of entrepreneurs who I know are interested in diving in deeper and making more money, I'll lead with my VIP version. I help entrepreneurs sell a 5K offer in one day. Okay, so now what? Here's where people often fail. You gotta stay ready. You have to practice. In sales, repetition is everything. You need to imagine yourself like an athlete. You need to practice, you need to get those reps in, and you need to prepare for when the opportunity is presented. And then next, after you deliver your pitch, this new version of it, be ready for when people start saying things like, tell me more. Really? That's what you do? And have that next level ready. Because basically, we want to push them to a call. We want to get them away from where we are and get to a point where we're actually talking to them one-on-one about how you can solve their problem. And that level deeper can look like, I show them how to package their skill set and figure out the most valuable problem that they can solve. And then these entrepreneurs start making consistent money within 30, 60, or 90 days. Even the ones who struggled for years to make their first dollar. Have it ready. Having the right elevator pitch dialed in that has emotion and that is practiced increases your opportunity to make more sales. And if you want a place to get some feedback on how you're communicating your business to the world, consider joining the lobby. It's our WhatsApp community where you're going to get valuable input on your elevator pitch. You're also going to be able to promote your offers and connect with other girls who are serious about making money and growing their business. You can check out those details in the description. If you don't have this tightened up, you're closing the door to opportunity. All right, now it's time for you to go out there and start pitching. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it has served you well.